we can't keep up with a text. And it used to be fashionable about 5 years ago to say all sorts of wild scaremongering using worse than exponential rates for the growth of data. This is probably the most flagrant I've ever found. I have no idea why anybody from IBM thought this was an intelligent thing to say, but I guess if that was 2006, by now every particle in the universe would be required for this information. I don't even want to project it. I've seen some worse than this, doubly exponential. So only solution is to run away screaming, right? In point of fact, lots of technological revolutions involve some sort of curve that looks like this. One possibility is that it will stay exponential, it's truly an exponential curve, and the world will explode. To my knowledge, that's happened 0 times in human history. What actually happens is you have a toe and you have a head of your curve. And this is exactly what happened. In some cases, the curve doesn't go flat. Text is going flat. Why? If I'm talking about text analytics, it's going flat despite having exploded.
Replaced by video?
No. No, we've still got, everybody walking down the street nowadays is texting, and Facebook oversold the whole video replacement thing. It is finite because human beings have to produce it, at least for the type. I'm not talking about machine-generated text. I'll make an exception. I can produce as much garbage text as you like with my laptop. But human beings are limited in how much text they can produce, and that makes it inherently, one of the aspects of value is scarcity. It makes it inherently limited and scarce, even if it's kind of big. What is big? The first big project I worked at, which was so big it was killing what at the time was the Gartner leader in enterprise search, Verity, at our limits, was DIA's WISE, 2003. That was 40 million documents. On the back of that, we attacked Bloomberg News because we had created credibility in what we could do. That 200 million documents, long story short, absolutely broke Verity's capabilities. Fast forward to 2013, I did a little project when I was at MongoDB. They're ridiculed for being web scale, ha. I decided to just basically punch a hole in that and handle a petabyte, stand up a petabyte database. I did it on $3,000 of cloud resources. These problems have been solved when it comes to scaling computers. The computers can handle it. Absolute worst case, what could the whole human race do? Here's some calculations. Bottom line is we're in the hundreds of petabytes per year. What do you think it would cost to run that through a text analytic pipeline? Pretty much everything we have. Any guesses? Suppose you could capture everything human beings were producing, and they were, let's see, this is 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Every human being was producing text. Any guesses how much it would cost? Works out to about $70 million a year. This is an entirely mythical situation of the intelligence agency that can somehow capture everything produced, and humans do nothing but produce text 24/7. You could handle it for $70 million a year. You could put it through a pipeline.